Good morning. I'm Sherry Runner, the Senior Vice President for Strategy and Community Development. On behalf of our President and CEO, Andrea Zopp, a member of the Chicago Board of Education, who could not be here today because she's attending a board meeting, I welcome you to the Chicago Urban League. We are pleased to host this press conference and are delighted to have at our headquarters Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle. Several weeks ago in this room, over 200 youth and other interested parties gathered to testify to elected officials about the challenges they faced and will face if they did not secure summer employment. They were upfront and honest about what a summer of idleness would be, and they expressed their concerns about missing the opportunity to engage in meaningful employment in preparation for their future. At the Chicago Urban League, we have been speaking passionately about the consequences of not having summer employment opportunities for kids, and we've raised our voice on this critical issue locally, nationally, and discussed it with anyone who would listen. We've also been committed to helping young people find summer jobs for several years. Today, we are pleased that thanks to the efforts of the city, the county, partner organizations, and private sector, there will be summer employment for youth, and we're glad to have it announced here today. Now I'd like to introduce a young man who has been a participant in several Chicago Urban League education programs, and including summer employment placement, DeMarco Diggs.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Don't worry, that's how it always happens.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is DeMarco Diggs, and I will be a senior at King High School next year. Last year, thanks to the funding provided through Youth Ready Chicago, I was able to work as a marketing intern for an organization called Switch Dreams. Switch Dreams is a nonprofit that conducts a basketball camp each summer that teaches young people a switch education, which combines the physical activities of sports with the principles of math and reading. Because of the funding for One Summer Chicago, I plan to return to Switch Dreams this summer and one day be a contributing citizen of Chicago by giving service back to the community as an attorney, as well as dedicating my career towards humanitarian efforts. I would like to thank Mayor Emanuel and their partners for giving me this opportunity, and now it is my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Chicago, Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Thank you for that introduction. And, you know, I think it was about 6-7 weeks ago, the President and I had announced this program, which is One Summer, which is to target 4 communities with the partnership of a number of both corporation and foundations here in the city of Chicago, both for Garfield Park, Englewood, Woodlawn, and Little Village. We know that in the after-school hours between 3 and 6, about 2/3 of all juvenile crime occurs. We also know in the summer months, juvenile crime peaks. It is essential of any anti-crime strategy, but also a productive strategy, is to give kids like DeMarco a place to do athletics, academics, or artistic interest, or jobs. That putting more cops on the beat and getting kids, guns, and drugs off the street is a successful strategy not only to reduce crime, but give our children a positive alternative. This is a unique program. We announced, I think it was 6 to 7 weeks ago, this is now the second day of summer, that we would have a unique program here in this city to target these 4 communities that over the years have seen a spike in violence during the summer months, a different strategy. I'm also pleased that the University of Chicago Crime Lab program will then study the crime in these 4 communities compared to the other parts of the city and see if this strategy of both more policing but positive alternatives for our kids help reduce the crimes in the juvenile crimes in these 4 areas compared to other parts of the city. And so we'll have both the data to go forward. In addition to this program, CPS is also announcing, or is basically last year for our Safe Haven had 1,000 kids. This summer we're going to have 5,000 kids in the Safe Haven program. I also met while I was in Washington over the weekend, but yesterday, not yesterday, rather on Monday, with the Secretary of Labor to talk about more Job Corps resources as it relates to Chicago. Whatever it takes to protect our children and protect our communities and our city, specifically during the time, obviously all year, but we know after-school hours are key, which is why the after-school programs for our kids are so important. But programs and initiatives like the one summer are essential for the city of Chicago, and we will have the data to go forward after this summer to know what works, what needs to be improved. Can we take it from 4 communities next summer, double it to 8? If we have the right type of strategy, can we bring in not just these foundations, but other corporations and other foundations to be a partner with the county and the city in a successful, not only anti-crime, but a positive youth strategy, so our kids have either the athletic interest, be it basketball, the academic interest, be it math and science and reading, or the artistic interest, whatever is self-fulfilling for them, that they will then have that. And I'm pleased that this is a strategy that Chicago is doing it different. Walmart is helping, the foundations are helping, the University of Chicago is helping, and the city and county are working together in a successful strategy of putting more police on our street and getting our kids and guns and drugs off our streets. And this summer, when there's a spike in violence, we have a strategy for our kids, which is an alternative to what has happened in the past. And with that, I can't think of a better partner to have in this effort than President Preckwinkle and the county working with the city.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Emanuel, and good morning.
Good morning.
This collaboration is critical to reducing violence and stabilizing our communities, not only for this summer, but for many summers to come. This serves our larger goals of reducing violence, reducing the number of young people and adults detained in jail and the detention center, and providing services and programming to intervene before people get involved in the criminal justice system. Through one summer, we are building an infrastructure of collaboration between the city and the county to work together with community-based organizations to provide young people with the opportunities necessary to keep them out of the county's criminal justice system, reduce violence, and stabilize communities. One critical initiative under the One Summer pilot brings together the Cook County Juvenile Probation Department, the Chicago Public Schools, the Chicago Police Department, and World Sport Chicago to engage 100 to 150 high-risk youth at Harper High School, Robeson High School, and Hyde Park Academy. Not only do we hope to provide valuable and positive experiences for all these young people this summer, but we hope that this program will increase the level of collaboration and communication between the juvenile probation folks and the Chicago Public Schools to work with the young people and intervene before they leave school, violate their probation, and end up in situations that have devastating consequences. The county has a number of programs and initiatives that will provide youth with positive experiences this summer. We've launched a Cook County Works Youth Employment Initiative to put 500 disadvantaged youth to work and to focus on engaging them in their communities. Our forest preserve pools are up and running, giving families and young people a safe, affordable, and fun place to spend their summers. We've also announced the allocation of $15 million in grant funding for municipalities and community service providers throughout the county to help put Cook County residents back to work this summer and provide needed assistance to municipalities coping with difficult financial circumstances. This county is fully committed to ensuring that our young people have a safe and stable environment to learn, to play, and to prepare for their future. Thank you.